Hey everyone, hope your day is going well. We are back with another reaction. Barbra Streisand, People. And this was a request by Donna. Thank you so much for this request and donation. I just reacted to People, but in the movie Funny Girl, you know, with the scenes and context with that film. But now I hear it's going to be flipped a little bit, or maybe with a little bit different of a message that she will talk about before she starts singing, I guess. And this is also like 22 years later after the movie. So it's always great to hear it again live. And let's see. I'm interested. Let's go, man.
Just gotta take a sip of my tea.
Good
Made
for
my
the
hair
throat.
straight. People who need people. You know, it's amazing how that lyric means something entirely different to me now than it did in 1964.
Really?
When I first sang it, maybe it's because the world's not the same as it was in 1964, and neither am I. On the morning of April 26th, I turned on the news and heard about the disaster at Chernobyl. Something happened in the Russian Ukraine, and suddenly we had to worry about eating cheese from France and apples grown in Oregon. And radiation doesn't care if you're rich or poor, male or female, black or white, Democrat or Republican, American or Russian. We're all downwind. And this is as a result of an accident in a nuclear power plant. So can you imagine an accident involving a nuclear warhead, of which there are some 50,000 in the world today? It terrifies me. It terrifies me, as I'm sure it terrifies you and everybody everywhere. I mean, aren't we all the same, really? When a mother holds her baby, her joy is the same no matter what country she lives in. Lovers are lovers no matter under what government they make love. We inhabit this tiny planet together, and if we are to survive, it will have to be together or not at all. We must recognize that we're just people.
Wow.
People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Where children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you are half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst. First be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, no
Powerful, powerful. And yes, that first line does change a little bit of meaning with that story, right? A little bit, of course, is a big change, but I mean, the rest of the song, you zoom in on the individual level, but if you take that first line to a global level, we do need each other. Not only, we were talking about in the original reaction, we need each other because we're social creatures, and, we need help. It's not, it's not a weakness to ask for help, but we actually need each other to survive, or at least not to destroy ourselves. She was talking about nuclear, she's talking about Chernobyl, but also about nuclear war. And this is, again, very top of mind nowadays, which is very scary, of course, that we have such weapons to destroy ourselves. And it is, it's out of our control, at least. And it's very scary. But she talked about it. We're going to need each other, we got to come together, if you want to let the species survive. Because, as far as we know, we haven't got any evidence yet or anything out there, not in the close vicinity, at least. So we got a little bit of a responsibility, at least, to keep this thing going. Not only humans, but I mean, all the rest of the life of the planet too. Because like she said, this radiation and these bombs, they don't discriminate, whether you're, black or white, wherever you're from, but also not the plant life, the animal life. So who are we, how arrogant are we to, to destroy these things as well? It always blows my mind. So yeah, we got a little bit of responsibility. We might be the one and only species out here, or planet full of life, or maybe the last one, the first one. Maybe we'll never get off the ground before we get running. Who knows? So yeah, all these world leaders, send them up into space, let them look around, and then see, oh yeah, this is the place. This is the beautiful big blue marble. Please keep it intact and its inhabitants, right? So yeah, that is definitely, the way she transformed it. And then it gained more power because of the way she performed it here, with a lot more volume, a lot more, the lungs, you could feel it. She made it big. The movie, it's a little bit of an intimate scene, and you zoom in on the individual level. So this song works on a scale, on a big global scale, and on, just our day-to-day relationships. Beautiful. But yeah, her vocals, matured so much. And like I talked about many times before, she came out great straight out the gate, but then, you become even better, and also you live life, like she said. And that is what comes through in the performance as well. And yeah, man, people, and then if you look at it that way, all these little, things that seem big in our lives that we argue about, man, we need to get past that, yo. We need to get past that. Yo, that was amazing. Thank you for introducing me to this performance. I saw Robin Williams too. It's always tough for me to look at him. I just did a reaction to a song of her on the movie album, where I talked about how important moving pictures are for me, and Robin Williams was definitely instrumental in my upbringing, right? And yeah, it's tough when we lost him. So it's always a double feeling when I see him on the screen, especially when I'm not prepared for it. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.